everybody, and welcome back to the shop. It's pretty Sunday right now. Could be cloudy enough any time though. I'm going to continue working on this interior. Yesterday we got the radio installed. I'm thinking about pulling that wiring out and swapping those speaker wires in the back. But I also need to get the shifter boot and all installed in this thing. So let's take a look at that. Alright, so here's the shifter and the boot, and basically this thing just has 4 screws that holds it in, and the problem is lining it up down here. Let me set this up so you can see. So up under this boot, you can see we've got a hole right here for a screw. There's one on each side, and up under this mat in the doghouse, or the hump here, there's also a hole where a screw went in. So we'll just have to orient this the right way. I'm not sure if this is supposed to be on the bottom or the top, and we'll get in there and find where those holes are. We'll have to cut a little bit around in this mat to get a screw through there, and plus you got the insulation upon the mat that you're going to have to go through. This shifter's done. I'm not sure if the lights work in it. I haven't really tested that, but let's see. I don't even know if the lights even work. I can't tell. Can't tell. I don't think they are. But I don't think the dash lights are working either right now. And I'm using this Braun light I got from Harbor Freight. Boy, I like it. It's got a good magnet on it, and it really lights the area up. Here's the USB from the radio. I'm going to take a little bit of Velcro. I'm going to mount this up on the dash like that right there out of the way. But let's go ahead and get this going. I'm not sure how much of this I'm on a video. It's kind of going to be a tedious job. You can see how this daggum floor mat, it didn't really fit well down here. It's all kind of bunched up here and around there. I'm not sure why it fit a little better on the other side, but I think I just didn't get it quite straight when I got it on there. But it's a little late now to be trying to fool with it. It's pretty much where it's going to be. So we're just going to have to work around it, even though there's a lot of room there. It's kind of aggravating. This is one job I've kind of been dreading, but it's got to be done. So let me get everything going, and I'll bring you back when we get ready. Okay, so as you can see, I have removed the shifter. It's a pretty easy job. You just push down. Now you notice over here this one's pulled out. That's a little far. I'm probably going to have to put it in about like this, because that's what the inside locks on that little retaining ring. So I'll knock that back in before I reinstall it. But what we're looking for is these holes right here. See this one? So there should be another one up here, one on this side, and one back here. So I think what I'm going to do is trim around until I can uncover these holes, and I just want it basically about like that. I don't want it too far away, but I'd rather not have to go through this and this padding. I don't want to see no padding here, but you can see the padding right here. I don't want to have to go through that padding. So I got a new blade in my knife, and we're going to just trim it, and yeah, it should be pretty simple after that. Alright, so I've got this trimmed out. You can see somebody's put another hole here. Got a hole here. This one, of course, was the worst one because I had to trim some insulation back, and then I trimmed that back just enough for that. I've also tapped that back in. I'll show you what that locking ring looks like. So we can see this locking ring. It's got a basically you set it in there and you turn it and it locks in place. And you can see the grooves in each side of this that goes down by those little pivot. So that has to be lined up just like that to go in. And then you just push down. It's spring loaded, so you kind of have to push hard. Push it down and turn it clockwise to lock it. And then we're ready to put this on. Alright, so got the shifter mounted and went ahead and installed the knobs. I had bought a new knob for this shifter off of eBay, and I went ahead and installed the knob. I bought a used knob off of eBay for that one because the knob was cracked, and so was this one. But this one's brand new. I don't think it's factory, but it's got the shift pattern on it, so that's really all that matters. And other than it don't quite fit good where that little crease is, I think it'll work pretty good. It was a little bit of a hassle getting lined up, but once I got 2 screws started, the other 2 came pretty easy. So anyway, we'll continue on with this interior project while we're unable to do much anything else. I think I might go sand some more on that door. And if it stays like it is right now, I may go ahead and shoot some epoxy. So until then, thanks for watching. Please rate, comment, subscribe if you haven't.